You ready?
Whoa, yeah, let's go.
Whoa, Rebecca.
Hi. It's me.
All right. Okay. So I actually haven't known you for the longest time, but somehow we click.
Yes.
We do click. We're loud, very loud.
Yes.
I feel like we're kind of crazy.
Definitely crazy.
But actually, tell me more about yourself and your journey and more about you.
Okay, sure. So my name's Rebecca. I'm born and raised in London, and I lived there my whole life. Started my career as a lawyer, and then I moved to Hong Kong about 10 years ago. And around 5 or 6 years into living in Hong Kong, COVID hit, and that's when I started the brand idea for Parallel 51.
I love that brand.
Yay, thank you
I
so
love
much.
it.
Yay.
You're wearing it too, huh?
Yes.
I've been wearing your outfits. So comfy.
We were supposed to be twinning, but you're dressed
Yeah, as Halloween.
in a Halloween
Yes.
costume.
I had no time to change, because it's tea talk with Toby, because normally I only do it around 2:00 because that's when my son is at school. So I kind of fit this schedule in. So it's kind of like tea time, chit chat with me. And yeah.
I get it, having to squeeze things in around baby naps.
It's hard. Life is
The
hard.
juggle is real.
The juggle is real. But we've bumped into each other like once in Central, and your husband's like, my goodness, who is this girl? She's like you.
He thought we were the same person. Yeah, it was really funny.
And then, because you're just one of the happiest person, honestly, because I don't know, I think when you're a happy person, you kind of click with the same crowd of people. We met at learning something together,
Yes.
didn't we?
Yeah, we were like the worst in the class.
We were. What were we doing?
We were
Tell
like
me.
the dud students
Yes.
in the class. What was it? It was AI
Mummy
related.
class. Yeah.
Mummy class.
From Larry.
Tech stuff.
Yeah.
Larry. I'm a techno dinosaur, so it was always going to be a disaster for me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you were also just as bad as I was.
I know. We were in class because this Larry, if you listen in, we love you. He has
love you,
ALS.
Larry.
Yeah, we
I
love
love
you.
you,
He has
Larry.
ALS. And with his journey, he's just bringing so much on the table because, he's been through a lot and he wants more like mummies to still kind of strive for careers and teach us more. And he just took the time to teach us.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So amazing.
Yeah.
Even though we weren't listening much, but
Even
forgive
though
us.
we're unteachable.
We are unteachable. So you started your brand during COVID.
Yeah.
How did it suddenly come out? Like, why?
So I guess I've always been into fashion. It's been something I've been interested in.
Yeah.
But obviously working as a lawyer, like life is so hectic. Time is always like scarce.
Yeah.
And so I never really had time to fully like delve into that side of things.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point with my day job where I think I'd been doing it for long enough that I felt more comfortable. I kind of knew my schedule better. I could like run my own deals.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave me the opportunity to be like, you know what, I think I could segue or branch into something else, like bring another dynamic into my life. And I really felt
You
moving.
have a kid too.
Okay,
You have a
so
kid,
at that point,
a lawyer.
I didn't.
And that didn't, yeah.
So at that point, I was like, oh, I'm just doing my day job. I've definitely got time to do something else.
Right.
And also moving to Hong Kong from London, I did find shopping here quite difficult. Like it was all very high-end luxury brands or high street. Like everyone was shopping the same Zara, H&M.
Yeah.
And I felt there was a real gap in the middle of brands which are kind of like kind of good quality everyday essentials that work for busy women's lifestyles. Because for me, like I want to look good, but I don't have ages in the morning to like, what am I going to wear today? And also my day is so dynamic.
Right.
Like I was in the office, now I'm here, I'm going to be going to a Halloween party. So I need outfits and clothes that can really like move with my lifestyle and move with my day. So that was kind of the brand concept. And it's really a lifestyle brand. I'm trying to fill.
It is very
fill a
nice,
hole.
honestly, because I'm like you. I just want to get out of bed and wear like everything's just matched out for me. And I love it. Everything is so nice, so detailed. You can go in, get something casual, but actually fit into like nicer pants. Then you go to work, and then we have suits and stuff like that. So I like when I look at you, I see parallels. It's just your brand because you're a lawyer, you're on the go mommy, and everything's just.
But all of us mums, or just not even if you're a mum, just like women, we're all living lives that are so busy and have so many different elements.
In Hong Kong,
Hong Kong especially. Oh my gosh, Hong Kong in particular is just so hectic. But I do feel like, you know, whether you're a mom or not, we're all living such like busy lives, and I do think having a wardrobe that can back that up and like makes you feel confident, comfortable, you can just like get on with your day, stress free. I mean, that's kind of the goal. I just want to like take the stress out of styling for women.
I mean, I've been wearing your outfit and everyone's like, where did you get that? I go, you love it, huh? It's parallel. New design for my friend.
I love that.
So you had no worries just trying to start off this business, right? You just went, I'm going to do this, give it a shot. Because you've opened in like, for me, you guys like coming here is dark side for you. So going to Central is really far for me. So I was like, you've opened at such a busy like area.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, good business, huh?
Opening on Hollywood Road's definitely been like a massive milestone and such like a big step for the brand because I think before, like we had so much interest and so much momentum, but it was hard to really tap into it without having that like big physical presence. And obviously opening a larger store, it's like there's stress involved because you're like, oh, the rent's going to be more, like will we have the foot traffic, will we have like the community? But honestly, I think we've built such like a great network for the brand, and like I just know so many friends, colleagues who really like resonate with the brand and what it's about. So I was like, I'm just gonna take a leap of faith, I'm gonna open the store.
And honestly speaking, I have to say, like everything's online now. Like social media is like,
true.
It's a massive thing. Me and you were just talking about, no, don't post it now. Why are you posting it? One night we were just talking about clothes, and I was like, I saw her post on IG. I was like,
you were like,
lady,
idiot, you
don't
did it
post
time.
now. And she's like, oh, okay.
She's like, do you know nothing about social media? I'm like, not really.
No, I'm just learning as well. I'm still like, I've been out of the scene for about a month maybe, but I should start back. It's important for us as well. But then
it's a necessary evil. I mean, honestly, social media, like, it's not for me. I am genuinely born in the wrong, like, not even decade, the generation.
I
like,
feel the same.
I am fully like an old lady walking around. I just don't get social media, but obviously we have to do it for business because that's like the day and age that we're living in now. And also, honestly, that is the way to connect with so many people, you know, in different countries, like different lifestyles, backgrounds, all of that. I feel like social media is a great connector.
It is.
So I've tried to force myself into doing it more.
We have been at the wrong time though.
I know.
We're still learning. It takes a lot of time, honestly speaking. I've used social media for quite some time now, and my workmates still like, hey, you haven't been posting lately. I was like, I'll do it soon. But I just really don't have the time.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
don't know why. Like, how do you juggle through like lawyer, office, like clothes, design, your son?
Yeah. So actually, when I started the brand, as I said, I only have my day job.
Yeah.
Now I've obviously got another baby. So it's definitely taken everything to a whole new level. It's really busy and hectic. But I would say, because everyone's always like, oh, how do you do it? How do you juggle? You must never sleep. And I'm like, number one priority is getting a good night of sleep. Like, I can't operate without that. And then I just feel in terms of juggling, like really leaning on like people who are there to help you, whether it's my husband, like my aunties, my friends. I honestly just think using like your community
Ask
and
for help.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Because it doesn't take one person to build anything. And I'm just so genuinely grateful. Even when we talk about Larry, like I'm just so grateful for him as a person, like the time and energy he's put into the brand, like the experience he's brought to it.
Yeah.
And just honestly meeting people who you click with and connect with, who genuinely just want to help you grow. I think it's a really amazing
I think we need more of that in Hong Kong, basically, because I've been working in like Malaysia quite a lot, starting a new business as well, still new venture. And it's so different compared to Hong Kong. I'm not saying we're not outgoing, we're not out to help. Well, another thing is I don't really ask for help. I'm a person that I'm like, I would like, oh, I'm doing a lot, I'm tired. But I would just not ask because I feel like no one can do it better than me. I'm just like, I don't want to ask. I'm just going to do it. And then I should learn more from you because I get knocked out. Like, I'm so tired.
Exactly. I think you just burn out. And honestly, so I think one good thing is like I'm not a perfectionist.
Right.
And a lot of people think I would be because I'm like, I'm a lawyer and you've got to be like really attention to detail.
What kind of lawyer are you actually?
Yeah, so
let me know.
I do funds. So it's like private equity, venture capital.
Okay.
It's like very corporate
Something
law.
I will never know about.
Something, I mean, it's not interesting to talk about on this. Well, I'm like dropping off as soon as I start talking about that. But I think not being a perfectionist really helps because it just means you like get on and do things, and even if it's like not 100% perfect, it's good enough. And I think that's one of the ways I manage to just like bosh through things and get it all out, because if I was like it's got to be perfect before I execute, like nothing would ever get done. So I feel like actually not being a perfectionist has helped me a lot in business.
I'll tell you a little secret of mine. I'm OCD.
Are you really?
So
okay,
I'm tired.
I
I will have no time, but I can still clean out my fridge, all the cabinets, everything's just looking like straight at you, all the labelings, and
my gosh.
I'm tired.
Not surprised.
I'm tired. I've been letting go quite a lot though, ever since I've had like 2 boys.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah.
I'm sometimes I'm like, I can't.
Are you into the universe and tarot and stuff?
Oh,
like
not
that.
No.
Okay. So
Luckily.
I've also come to find the universe, which I think is great.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a lot about like letting go and just like, going with the flow, things like that. I don't know, it kind of takes the pressure off.
Yeah. No, not yet. I'm
You'll
still like, okay, I have a lot of pressure. I don't want to deal with it. But my pressure is I clean.
Oh.
So my aunties will know, ooh, she's stressed lately because I'm just taking everything out and then redoing the toy box, and the bigger Legos go in the bigger box and the magnets. I've been doing that lately. I'm stressed.
Oh, no.
Husband, if you hear it, I'm stressed.
Why are you stressed?
It's just Christmas,
Okay.
honestly.
Yeah.
I do.
Busy
When
time
it's
of
just
year.
busy time of year and then you have to juggle so much,
Yeah.
it just takes a toll on me.
Yeah.
And-
On everyone, totally.
I
I feel like just having things though that like give you a minute of time out are just like so key to build into like dealing with that stress. So for example, like I'll religiously like walk my dogs in the morning for an hour just to have that like space, mental headspace. Or it's like such a guilty pleasure, but I'm really into trash TV, and I will honestly just try and sit and watch like an hour because
of trash. Well, that's
so I,
good.
like,
It's you don't
switch
have to
my
think
brain off.
anything at like.
Exactly.
My husband does that. My husband comes back at night and he just watches whatever he watches. He just watches it.
Yeah.
And he just dozes off. And I was like, he needs it. That's fine. He needs his thing.
I totally my brain off. What's your thing? What's your like
Cleaning.
decompress?
No joke.
That's
Cleaning
not even
and
a rest,
cooking.
though.
No, it's not, but it is my thing. But honestly, I was actually talking to my mentor, because I'm a Christian, right? She talks me through like how stressful life has been. I tell her like what I've been doing, and it's, I've been going back to the gym. I think that was for me then. If going to the gym is kind of like helping me find myself back and just kind of like not think of anything.
Yeah.
I think maybe
exercise,
yeah.
I think I used to be really kind of vigilant and good with like exercising regularly.
Yeah.
As an outlet, but I have to say, I feel like with juggling day job, the brand, and the baby.
Yeah.
The gym sadly is the first things that's dropped off because it's another like logistics. It's another, you got to travel to the gym, it just doesn't really fit in when like life is so hectic.
But I feel like as a mom now, I feel like I got to make things work for me.
Oh, totally.
It's just, if I can't be happy or I can't be like at a good place, I feel like I'm not delivering a happy me to my kids, to my husband. And my husband's like, what's on with your knickers today? And I was like, oh, that pissed me off more. I'm like, you dare ask me that question?
They definitely get the worst.
I know. You're like, I'm like, don't talk to me
Don't-
right now.
just don't talk to me.
No, he's like, I didn't do anything. I was like, oh, you not doing anything pisses me
That's
off.
the problem.
No, but there are days like that. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to fight. I just don't talk.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
just give me some time. And when time comes, maybe I'll talk to you.
Yeah. In the meantime, go to the gym and like sweat it out. and
Don't
then-
talk to me until I talk to you. Yeah, there are days
That's
like
so
that.
funny.
So it's challenges. Tell me about like your starting a business challenges or being a lawyer, like challenges of your life.
Yeah, I think honestly, it's a lot of what we're talking about. I
Yeah.
just think it's the real challenge is juggling.
Juggling,
and
yeah.
feeling like you're not spread too thin and feeling like you're giving each part of your life enough time and attention. And I think that's magnified, obviously, when you have children because that's such a humongous part of your life and you want to make sure that you'll experience everything
Right.
going through like their day to day with them. So I think the main struggle is juggling everything. But I do think I figured out a bit of a rhythm with it. I ask for help from like friends, family, and that's kind of how I
So it
managed
is
to piece
asking
it
for
together.
help. Very
I think
important.
it's essential because like we just can't do everything ourselves. So
We can't. I've got to
rope,
learn.
gotta rope people in.
I will learn more from you. What is your style of fashion? Do we see in parallel like your brand, Parallel
Yes.
51?
Okay, I
Is it-
definitely think my personal style is like fully resonated in the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm also very mindful that the brand is designed for everyday women. So I
Mm-hmm.
also love chatting to customers and people who shop the
You
brand.
do. You love to talk. We
I
love to talk.
I
And we're
love
standing
it.
there.
And like hearing like what people want more of,
Right.
what they want less of, what would work for their lives. Because the brand, yes, like it originally stemmed from me and like what my idea of is a great wardrobe and a useful
Yeah.
wardrobe. But now I want to hear from everybody else to make sure that the brand really is like staying current and also does actually answer that lifestyle problem that women are finding.
Yeah.
My personal style, though, I'm probably more low key. Like I'm not a glam type of person.
You're not this.
I'm definitely more like understated, low key, but kind of look put together, but in like a relaxed manner.
Way. Yeah.
Yes.
Me. I love, I don't know the whole set. What's the set you're wearing?
So this is the Millie shirt.
Millie shirt
And
and the
then-
Millie pants.
And the willow pants, yes,
Yeah.
in the tencel denim.
I love that.
Everyone loves it.
Everyone.
I
I mean,
was not expecting it to be as popular as it was, but it's
I'm
honestly,
telling you, I
it's
was
gone
on the
crazy.
plane. I wore it to Korea. I wore it like a couple times as well. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, where did you get that?
But it's because it
So
looks
nice.
put together, but it's
Yeah.
so comfortable.
It's like effortless chic,
yes,
you know?
yes, that's totally the vibe.
Like good material. You're walking with the waves. I
Yes,
love
and
that.
it's breathable.
Yeah.
I mean, easiest way to look put together is to wear a set.
Yeah.
I'm finding like that is like a key styling tip. I'm like, if I don't know what to wear, I just put a set on and
It's
I'm ready
the
to
easiest. You look nice. I
Exactly.
had thought about. So how about to work? Is there a difference of what you wear to work, or is it kind of like you put on a shirt, like you change pants maybe?
Yeah. So I feel like, I think like post-COVID, work dressing is generally more casual, which is
Right.
helpful.
We worked at home most of the time.
Yeah,
Didn't
exactly. But I definitely, if I've got client meetings, like what I'll wear is going to be slightly different. So if I'm just going to be like behind my computer screen all day, like
Right.
hidden. Again, though, I think just like understated and relaxed, but obviously still put together is the same vibe that I bring to the office as I would like walking around town, going for dinner, drinks.
Any new collection coming up?
Oh my God, we've always got new stuff coming up.
Yeah.
I actually think we need to pare back how much new things we have because
Yeah.
it's almost like the brand concept is about being sustainable, doing more with less, like being creative with the pieces you've got and styling them for different occasions.
Yeah.
And I think we got really almost overexcited in 2024 because the brand grew so much
Yeah.
that I think we're like, oh my gosh, we need to like do new stuff, keep bringing newness, make it exciting. And actually, I think for 2025, we're going to kind of decompress and also come back to our initial brand values where
Right.
it's like, yes, of course, you need to introduce newness for different seasons, but also just trying to be more creative with what's already there, pair things differently,
Yeah.
and kind of be mindful of that. But yes, we do have new stuff coming. I can't say too much about it.
Why? Tell
Obviously.
Tell me. And I'm a winter person.
I say
I love like
winter
a
fashion.
lot of layerings.
100%.
I just love
I
that.
think because I came from London,
Yeah.
where obviously it's basically perpetually winter. That's definitely how my
It's
style.
rainy.
It's
Rainy
rainy,
season.
it's cold. So I'm definitely more of like an autumn winter style person. I honestly, dressing for summer, I'm like, I still don't really know how to do it because it's like you're hot all the time.
Yeah. It's Hong Kong, right? You're not
Yeah.
used to it.
I guess that's why we've developed so many breathable fabrics and kind of loose fit styles, just to move with the fact that the
Well,
weather's
it's getting
so hot.
cold. So
I know, finally.
you guys be ready for the
Woo-wee.
winter.
At last. Can't wait.
So, okay, I know about your lawyer, your your fashion. How about kid, like your son? How do you balance that? What do you do? What activities? Tell me. You have a dog as well, right?
I got 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
Yeah, so I'm a dog mum and a baby mum.
A baby mom.
Baby mum.
We can call ourselves that. We're a baby mom.
Human mum. So I honestly still find it surreal that I've got a child. I don't know if you get this, or maybe you've got 2, so maybe like you've moved on, but it is such an identity switch from going from like you don't have a child to you have a child and now I'm a mother.
Yeah.
I still don't fully relate to the word mother because it makes me feel like I'm 90 years old or something. Even the word wife as well. I'm like, no, I'm not a wife and mother, but I obviously am. But yeah, I guess with him, I think, again, really lucky I've got flexible working time.
Yeah.
So I just make sure to carve out set times in the day, often in the morning, actually.
Right.
Because his school starts kind of late, which is quite lucky.
Afternoon.
So I spend like a good chunk of time in the morning hanging out with him, like having breakfast, walking the dogs with him.
Right.
He's got like a gazillion and one activities as well. I feel like all the kids do in Hong Kong. My son and my husband are obsessed with sports.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes, and it's really cute, but he's doing like 10 different sporting activities.
Boys should be outdoors.
They're
honestly,
like,
boys.
He's obsessed with sports, obsessed with running.
I feel like once you have a kid outdoor, like boys especially, that night it's just going to be so peaceful.
Yeah, it's true. Like run all that energy off.
Go run, son. Run.
Don't come back. Keep running.
Just keep running. I tell him all the time. That's why for me, I kind of work within the hours my kids go to school. Well, I have 2. One is in morning class. So I wake up, I do breakfast, I take the oldest to school, and then I do my groceries. I'm just busy. Come back. I only have 20 minutes of lunch for myself.
Crazy.
And then I take my youngest to school, and then I have a little time there. That's why I come do my podcast.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't have time, but I set a time like 5 to 6. Afterwards, they must go down to the park and just let them release whatever they have. And
you can chill out.
I just sit there. They're like, mommy, mommy. I'm like, yeah, just run. I was like, go,
So
chase the dog.
watching.
I'm watching. No, I do have to play. And I'm like, oh, no, not me today.
It's exhausting.
It is.
I honestly think having a child is far more exhausting, actually, than being a lawyer or running a business. And people find that shocking, but I have such, like, mad respect for like single parents.
I think about that all the time.
It's honestly the most exhausting thing.
I really don't know how people do it. Like, we're lucky in Hong Kong. We have helpers, like aunties to help us. Man, I see people with 4 kids back home. They had to do laundry, clean the house, take the 4 kids to school, cook and clean. I'm just like, oh.
And it's also all consuming, like your whole identity and everything you're doing. It's like, it's a lot.
Yeah, even I feel lost with 2 kids and a dog, and I still have help by the time. But it's just so draining.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I love it.
It's so rewarding. I know.
I love it. We're
like,
saying not the good side of it. I mean, afterwards, I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing,
I love
but
it.
it's freaking time.
My dream was to become a mother. No joke.
Yeah.
Like get married, have kids, and I love it. And I'm just like, I just did it too late. I feel.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm 41.
I mean, you said this before, and I was like, she is not. I remember I was like so shocked.
Yeah, I don't feel tired. I don't feel like age is stopping me to do anything. But there is days that you're just like, oh my God.
I know. Honestly,
I'm
going
tired.
to the office is a break.
Yeah.
I like get to the office and I'm like, oh, I'm in the office. It's silent. And I like close the door and I'm like, dee, dee, dee. I don't think I'm even doing anything. I'm just like, this is great.
I know. Sometimes, I don't mean to feel bad, but sometimes honestly, when you're back at work or just driving alone, you're like,
it's honestly, it's great time.
yeah.
It's necessary.
It's like time flying by yourself. I was like, my bag is so light.
That's why it actually killed me when they introduced Wi-Fi on planes. I'm like, why would you do this? Because it's such uninterrupted time when nobody can like contact you. When they introduce Wi-Fi on airplanes, I'm like, no, like I don't want to be on email and like on social media or whatever it is.
No
like,
joke, but I still don't turn it on.
I don't either.
I don't know, it doesn't work. I don't feel like ever since I've been brought up, planes don't have Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
It's our
You're
time.
meant to watch movies and eat food and go to sleep.
Yeah, and shut down.
Yes.
It's my whatever hour.
Exactly.
That's why we're the same. I was like, this girl, she's a saint.
I tried using the Wi-Fi one time because I was like, you know what? Like maybe I'll send some emails. Could be a good use of my time. But it was also really slow, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, they are slower though.
It's really
I think
slow.
that's a good thing though.
Okay.
They tell you they do have it, but it's just slow.
Yeah.
I mean, I just didn't. Yeah, it's just about watching old movies, you know. Even
I love it. I just love it.
I love it. There's something about it being on a plane with
so good.
So, okay, future plans then. What's your future plan?
Future plan.
Are you having another kid?
Probably yes.
Yeah.
I actually, because I'm an only child.
Yeah.
And I know that's controversial because a lot of people are like, oh, only children. It's like, don't get the best reputation. But I really enjoyed being an only child. So I was like, I think I only want one because I enjoyed my upbringing.
Right.
But actually now my husband is one of 4.
Yeah.
And the time goes so fast with them. Like I feel like my son's grown so quickly.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, it's actually a bit sad not to do it again. So I think, yes, we definitely will have a second.
Yeah. My sister tells me like, what's the difference? Have another one. I've always been close with my sister and I feel like it's so good to have that bonding with someone.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen families that don't like, they hate each other, but.
So that's what I was worried about because I feel as an only child, you don't have to deal with any like sibling rivalry or like constant
sharing
comparison.
My toys and stuff with you.
I never had to share. That's been tough in adult life. But,
it's hard.
But yeah, but I was genuinely worried about that because I do see a lot of kids and it's like, is it a fun upbringing if you're always fighting with your siblings? But on the flip side, I think
once you go older, you'll appreciate the having a sibling. And actually it's how your family is. Yeah. I just don't, I hope my son they don't hate each other, but I mean, it's fun. I feel like it's a good companion. And when we're older, it's good for them to have each other to make our plans, like someone to talk about. My mom's so annoying and stuff like that, right?
No one gets it as much as your sibling.
No one. Has anything changed though, you think? Having one kid or two, do you feel like it's going to change the pace of your life or your lifestyle?
Definitely. I feel like it's more orienting things towards family. But I also feel that's the direction I want to go in anyway. As in my ultimate goal is not to be doing a day job, parallel 51, and being a mum, because even though I'm getting by and I'm doing it, it's obviously a lot and it's just too much to juggle for so long. So I hope nobody is listening who works at my law firm, but eventually the goal is to, I guess, move to just doing parallel 51 full time as my business.
Yeah.
And also when you run your own business, you then do have so much more flexibility in terms of time and schedule. So then having that extra time to spend on like family and friends is kind of my goal.
Right. Props to you. I mean, I love inviting people over like to share more because it's so encouraging of having kids, still building your dreams, because a lot of people out there now, I don't know, is it our generation, you're a younger generation.
No,
but
I'm in the same generation as you.
I know, but I feel like people are so different now with their way of thinking, you know, so I always tell people never to give up. You have a dream. You have a dream. Build that dream. I believe
Build the dream.
Build the dream.
Build that dream.
Build
Hashtag-
that dream.
hashtag build your dreams.
But you do. You should build
Yeah.
it. I mean, life is about hustling. I mean,
I agree. And I think hustling is fun. People
Yeah.
are like, oh, you must be so tired. I'm like, yes, I'm tired. But like, sleep when you're dead.
Yeah,
Like,
sleep
hustling
when you're dead.
is fun.
It is.
Like, being dynamic, being busy.
It is.
Having like different aspects to your life. I think that is what keeps it exciting and
I believe it, and
motivated.
try everything. Like, weirdly, I've been a waitress at the younger stage. I've done bubble tea.
Ooh.
I've done cardboard printing, to like swimming, to model actress. In the midst of it, I was a wedding planner, event
Wow.
planner. I've done like
This is a lot.
business. I try, and then I had no choice, right? It's about, I have to live.
Yeah,
right?
of course,
And no
yeah.
money's coming in. I gotta find something to do.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then I just discovered more, and I'm still doing wedding once in a while.
Yeah.
But it's doing something you enjoy.
Exactly. And also, I do feel like, yes, you do need a day job because you need to pay the bills.
Yeah.
I mean, people are so lucky who their day job they love and it's their passion
Yeah.
and it's paying the
Yeah.
bills. But the reality is that doesn't come along very often. And I
Yeah.
think when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, I want to do a job that I love and it'll pay my bills.
Have you
and
ever wanted to become a lawyer, or it's just so happened?
I feel like it was just Asian upbringing. The only jobs are doctor, dentist, lawyer. So is it? I think that's it.
That's it. Got it.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna go with A, B, or
Was it
C.
your parents? They kept telling you,
Yeah.
Jola, see, you need to become a lawyer or a doctor.
Literally. So I was like, okay, fine.
You know how to speak a little bit Chinese, do you?
Not
No.
really.
Siu-siu.
Siu-siu. Okay. Yes, a
You
little.
guai mui,
A
huh?
little.
A little.
But honestly, I had an identity crisis because my dad was always so my dad's actually the one from Hong Kong and my mum's from the UK.
Yeah.
My dad was always so strict with me, like 99% isn't good enough, got to get 100%, just like that classic like Asian like upbringing, like
Yeah.
you've got to do everything right.
Mhm.
And then I became a lawyer and I was like slaving away and I was like crying every night because I was just
Oh,
like, God,
no.
this is like so tough. And then literally my dad suddenly did a 180 and he was like, you should just do something that makes you happy in life. And I was
You're like, you
I was
told me now.
"Sorry, what?" I'm like, I am enslaving. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, father. I was like, this is just not acceptable.
Now you tell me
Like,
at the age of
now?
what?
Do you think that makes me happy?
When did that, like, what age did it, Daddy?
I mean, to be honest, I think it happened like quite early on in my career. I think I was probably only like 25. And I think my dad
okay.
maybe was probably like,
I forgive you, uncle.
no, yes, but I think he was like, okay, she's made it. She's got like a
She's
well-paid
done
job.
well.
She's
Mm.
okay. And I think he then was like, I can breathe a sigh of relief. So then suddenly he was like, just do something that makes you happy. But obviously by that point I was like too deep into
You're like, it's too
my
late
legal
now,
career.
Dad.
I know. I
can,
was like,
I can get my feet out now.
literally. And I was like, I don't know what makes me happy.
But honestly, I have to say, COVID was a time where people, like, it felt like the world ended, but a lot was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think to people, babies was happening as well.
Lots of babies.
Lots of babies.
Yeah.
People just stayed at home and made babies. But I mean, you were sat down, you were scared, like, what the heck am I going to do in
Yeah.
life?
Yeah.
What else can I do? And then,
Also just so much spare time though, because we couldn't do any traveling. So
Yeah.
I feel like all of that time that I would have spent going on holiday and having that kind of release and
Yeah.
change up, I think wasn't there. And I think the monotony became more apparent. And that's why I was like, I feel like
This is
creating
time.
something and doing something new, because I was like, I'm not traveling, I'm not changing anything in my day to day. I'm just like working every day. And I
Right.
was like, I want to do something different.
Right.
So that definitely gave me like the little push, like the momentum to
Yeah.
start the brand.
Props to you. You've done so
Yay, thank
well.
you.
All right, last question. What's the
Yeah.
most important lesson you've learned throughout your journey in life,
In life.
or like journey
OMG.
as a person?
Okay. Most important lesson. I think finding the joy in the small things and finding the things that make you happy just in the day to day. Because I see so many friends and people that I can see that they feel lost or confused, or like they're like, what's the point? What am I doing? What's my purpose? And almost thinking too big a picture.
Right.
And I actually think just like honing everything in and just finding joy in small moments, and just because you're like, oh, how are you so happy?
Yeah.
Like, I just honestly don't have any real targets or goals for myself anymore. I'm more just like blobbing along in my life, and like, this brings me happiness, so I'll keep doing it. So I feel like, don't
Stay
put
happy.
in so much pressure and expectation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I loved it.